What if I told you the most important power shift of the 21st century isn't happening in Washington, Moscow, or even Beijing but in Africa? While the world watches conflicts in Ukraine and tensions over Taiwan, China is executing a silent takeover in Africa, not through invasions or coups but through contracts, loans, and influence. Welcome to Raidline Reports. Today, we break down China's geopolitical chess game in Africa and why it matters to the future of global power. Over the last decades, China has invested more than $150 billion into African nations. It's built railways in Kenya, ports in Tanzania, power plants in Nigeria, and government buildings across the continent. On the surface, this looks like development A, but underneath lies a complex web of economic dependence and political leverage. In places like Djibouti, after years of infrastructure investment, China opened its first overseas military base just a few miles from US and French bases. Officially, it's for anti-piracy. Strategically, it's about securing access to trade routes and building regional presence. In Zambia, rising debt has led to fears that Chinese firms could take control of national assets, including key copper mines and the national power grid. While Beijing denies this, the terms of many loan agreements remain opaque, and the pressure is real. China's model is subtle but effective. Instead of military intervention, it offers loans. Instead of regime change, it offers roads and dams. Many African governments, desperate for development, accept the deals without fully calculating the long-term cost. But it's not just about infrastructure. China is also exporting its surveillance technology and digital infrastructure tools that are now being used by African governments to monitor citizens. The result? A growing influence not just over Africa's economy but its data, communication networks, and even politics. The West, once dominant on the continent, is falling behind. Western nations offer conditions, China offers concrete, and in many cases, African leaders are choosing the latter. So who wins? China secures critical resources, long-term influence, and a growing military presence. Africa gains infrastructure, but at what price? This isn't old-school colonization. This is something far more advanced and potentially more dangerous. If African leaders play smart, it could bring growth. If not, it could redefine dependency for a new era. This is China's silent invasion, and it's happening now. If this gave you a new perspective, subscribe to Raidline Reports, like and share to spread the truth.